so far to harbor life. Like it or not, for the moment, the Earth is where we make our stand.
Boy, do I love watching truthers fumble around with technology like an elderly man trying to work his cell phone. We've seen plenty of claims about space footage from people who don't really know what happens to a video when it gets passed down the digital pipeline a half dozen times. They wind up making claims about videos being manipulated when all we're really seeing is the result of the footage being so scrambled that it stops showing you what the original video did. Today we have a different example of this surrounding two videos of US President Joe Biden. Before we continue, I'm just going to say this is not a political video. I'm not American, and I'm not here to make any statements that align with any American political party. I'm here to talk about the facts, and the fact is that I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. Anyway, there's two videos in question we're going to have a look at today, and in both people have claimed that Biden is composited into the shot using a green screen. The first one is the most well-known one, and we'll have a look at that now.
Not at the moment.
Have you decided when you're able to share thoughts with other countries? Is it allies or neighbors first? Who will be the first country to get U.S. vaccines?
I've been talking with several countries already. Well, I'll let you know that very shortly.
So, did you catch what people are so convinced is evidence of green screen use? It's right here. The claim is that Biden's hand is phasing through the microphone because either he or the microphone is composited into the footage afterward. Everyone seems to be too lazy to try and decide what actually is composited and where, and why. Note that if Biden is composited into the whole scene, there's no reason he should pass behind a specific microphone. And if he is actually on the White House lawn, why fake a bunch of microphones instead of just having some there? Yeah, people don't seem to have thought too hard about this one. So, what actually happened? Well, it's a pretty simple combination of two factors: low quality video and perspective. If we take a look at this higher quality video from C-SPAN, we can see pretty obviously that Biden's hand is moving in front of, not through, the microphone. They're only about a foot away, and when Biden's hand moves out, the low-quality version of the video smudges some of the details together due to video compression. Video compression occurs when footage is transformed using what's called a lossy compression algorithm. This causes some parts of the original information to be discarded in order to neatly pack the file into a smaller format. Platforms like Twitter use these lossy formats in order to reduce bandwidth strain on themselves, as well as allow users to consume less data when they use the platform. In plain English, everything you've ever seen on Twitter is presented as a low-detail version of itself. Here's an example. This channel, MKBHD, uploaded a video in which he showed what happens to a video when it's re-uploaded several times over. You can see very clearly the way the compression algorithm tries to group similar colors together and use less data to create the image that we see. This is basically the same thing that happens with these low-quality Twitter clips.
Compression. It's super soft overall, of course. My face, the details in it, the skin is just super soft. But again, the background, which was already soft, isn't losing much detail at all. In fact, it kind of looks the same as the beginning because it isn't moving from frame to frame. They're just keeping those old pixels. All right, so I'm sitting in a room. Okay, so we're 20 downloads and 20 uploads in, and we've gotten to the point where you can kind of start to see the blocks, or like the bigger chunks of pixels that the compression algorithm is sort of holding together. It's kind of like a math problem. Like if you just start rounding 15,555, which is a pretty precise measurement. If you start rounding that digit by digit over and over and over again, eventually you just get 20,000, which, does that make sense?
So, the second clip. There's a reason I primed you all with that lesson in lossy compression algorithms, because that's all we're about to see. This was posted to Twitter with the caption, "Biden Bad Hair Day," though they somehow managed to spell Biden's very simple 5-letter surname wrong. The claim here is that Biden's hair blends into the background of the scene, and this is proof of him being keyed into the frame. Let's take a look. So, as you can surely see, this is simply the result of lossy video. Biden's hair is roughly the same color as the wall, and the algorithm behind the video doesn't know what's hair and what isn't, so while converting the video into a lossy format, some information is lost that causes this weird blending effect. In fact, we can see the same thing happening in this rather famous clip of Joe.
And to get hot, I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down.
Well, would you look at that? What happens to Joe's hair when it's in front of the sky? It all but disappears, because the video can no longer tell the difference between the two. So, no, Joe Biden is not some sort of green-screened puppet masquerading as a president. He appears to be quite real. As usual, all we have here is a set of self-proclaimed truthers who don't understand how technology works. What a surprise.
Red line back there. H-boys on.
Go for engine start.
H-boys are on and engine starts has been okay. Engine starting up now.
And all personnel, we've got engine start and we're into the plus count. All personnel, please continue to monitor your systems and grass is in control.
If you like this video, please give it a like. If you want to see more, please subscribe and turn on the bell for notifications. If you want to support me further, consider becoming a member or a patron, or checking out my merch or my Amazon links. Thank you, and I will see you over the curve, Space Cowboys.
In a vast, cosmic arena. Our imagined self-importance, the delusion that we have some